welcome to the Fourth Down Syndrome Downcast for Week 4.
It's a downcast.
Here I am, Damon, your host, ready to rock the town, Leonidas Kings. We have our guest and very rude interrupter, Sunday morning boner, Billy Kleintop. How are you, Billy?
What's a downcast?
Well, it's a podcast for Down syndrome people.
Oh, it's a downcast. All right.
There it is. Thank you so much. We're so glad you're here now. And then Zach, music magician.
How's it going?
How are you, Zach? I'm good. And yourself?
Well.
Good.
Good.
We're good. Good. We're glad to hear. Well, we got a good show this week. We had a pretty crazy weekend of football. Some high scoring games, some low scoring games, some close games, some craziness.
Some gay ass games.
Yeah. So it was pretty interesting. Bill. I just want to say Billy is our guest. Thanks for coming, Billy.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We've had 3 guests now. We still have many more that we need. So if you're listening, please get a hold of me. We want to get everybody on. But I wanted to start today off with a pro tip, and I haven't told any of these guys this pro tip yet because I really think it's a good one, and I want to make the league stronger as a whole. I want to be able to beat the best, but not get beat, which is happening. So, anyway, let me share this pro tip here before I get rambling too much. So my pro tip is, if you have a player playing on Thursday night football and it's a receiver or a running back, put them in their respective spot, receiver or running back. Do not put them in flex. Reason being is if you put them in the flex and you have a running back or receiver get hurt in the next couple days at practice or whatever, you have to get a running back or a receiver to replace them. But if you play this person in their position at running back and let's say someone gets hurt, you are flexible by having your flex position open and available to play somebody. Also, on the inverse of that, if you have a player playing Sunday or Monday night and they are questionable or anything like that, always put them in your flex. That way, if they don't end up playing, whether they're a wide receiver or running back or even a tight end, which you wouldn't do in flex unless you're Bill, you don't have to get that specific position. You can get anybody in that position. So quick recap, pro tip, if you have a guy playing Thursday night that's a receiver or running back, play them in the flex. I'm sorry, no, that's wrong. Play them at their position and leave the flex open so you're flexible on Sunday to change your lineup. And if you have someone playing late Sunday, Sunday night, Monday, and they're questionable in any way, put them in your flex so if you have to replace them, you can put wide receiver, running back, or God forbid tight end, just so you get points.
That's actually some solid advice. I never really thought of it. So thanks for that, Damon.
Yeah,
it's really good advice. Also, if any of you are having trouble wiping your own ass, Damon will also provide feedback on that as well.
Billy acts like he didn't. You've probably been bit in the ass by that. You probably never thought of it, and it's a huge pro tip.
All right,
you're welcome.
It was good. It was good.
Do you even know what I said?
I wasn't listening.
Okay, well you'll have to listen back on this. So once again,
this is recorded, right?
Yes. Okay. Quick recap. Thursday night players play in their position, not in the flex. Late Sunday, Monday players play in the flex if you can. There it is, and yeah, it's something that I've been bit on many a times. It's something I don't think about some of the time, and then get real pissed when I don't do it. So just think about that. And then I think Billy had one additional pro tip for us.
Well, actually, I did. This kind of transcends, but it's highly important. The pro tip is I want everyone out there to go to YouTube and type the following in. Football dropped before touchdown fails compilation. I know that's a lot, so I'm going to say it one more time. Football dropped before touchdown fails compilation. What you're going to find is, I don't know how many of you watched the Bear game and saw the fucking moron that should be murdered for the Bears drop the ball before he got in the end zone. I don't know how many of you are Utah fans who you've seen Kalen Clay when he did it against Oregon. But what you will find on this video is that there's one very important common denominator. They are all black. They're all jigaboos, every single one of them. Never in the history of the world has a white person dropped the football trying to celebrate or showboat before reaching the end zone. It's all black people. I don't know what that means. I'm not saying that it's racial, but I'm just making the point that if you YouTube that video, you will see every time it's a black person. I just felt like that was important to share. Also, the bear who did it, Cooper Sr., should be executed. He should be murdered. He's lucky he didn't cost us the game. That's it.
Well,
Let's do it.
I think a lot of that can be explained by the bell curve, right?
I don't know. Does that have to do with black people?
It has to do with race and IQ and the bell curve. You have your outliers, your really smart ones that are on the end of the bell, but for the most part, the majority of them are in like the 70 to 85 IQ range.
I haven't done studies on that, but I'm not going to discount it. I'll look into it. There could be something to it.
And some might say that just black guys are the guys always getting in the end zone. So when you're 1,000 to 1 over white guys scoring, you're gonna mess up.
Yeah, but you got like pretty much the entire Patriots team is white, and I've never seen those
because they're Patriots. Okay, all right. Anyway,
all right,
you got to move on, but it's a very valid point, and that was the dumbest fucking thing I ever saw. I was laughing into tears when I saw it. It was the best.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's just wonderful how stupid people can be. Fucking cross the line. Anyway, let's move on to the Week 3 review. We had some good games Week 3. We had just some epic ones. Let's. I want to start with the what we deemed the game of the week, even though I had said it wasn't. There was kind of a more so game of the week, but we'll get into that in just a second. So the game we deemed game of the week was where was it here? It was the notorious Connor Bulge against the Peppers of Justice, and Devin with his high scoring team finally won 124.5 to 105. It was a beating, and his team's the third highest scoring, and they're definitely up there. But they're also probably third place to this next game that I wanted to review, and I'm going to let Zach take it because it was his game. A victory over Snatchville Lubricator for Southwest Muff Divers, 144 to 140.1.
Well, I started out, it was 142.1 to 141.1. So it was within a point, and I knew I had Crabtree. Unfortunately, Crabtree didn't do shit for me, but I still had more points than him, so I ended up squeaking it out. I thought I had it in the bag earlier in the day because most of my players played at 10 o'clock or 11. And sure as shit, his team fucking went off, He really did deserve the win, but he didn't quite get it.
Yeah, no, that was an epic game. I was you guys got some good teams. It's worrisome, but what do you do, right? I'm going to let our guest Billy take over and review his game, the daddy-daughter game, in which Thibaut Gaugiard takes it home 110.7 to 92.8.
Yeah. So here's the deal. My dad birthed me with his jizz, and he also banged my mom to get it done. And because of that, this is good. This is my dad's first win. I'm happy for him. It gets him off the schneid. I'm going to beat just about everyone else in the league when I face them. So I figure if I'm going to sacrifice one early, this is the one to do it. Dad, congratulations. Before the game, my dad wanted to swap out Howard, which was just a really terrible idea. I of course supported it, but fucking A, what can I say? Nice job, Dad.
All right, well, if I haven't heard more of a bitch of an answer, let's move on to the bitch game of the week, and that is my game. The Leonidas Queens is what I need to rename myself to Senior Hobo Dick Cheese, and in what was actually a very, very intense game that came down to literally like the last minute of the Monday night's game. Usually the outcome when two pathetic teams play each other is a very close game, but my team pulled it out 77.9 to 77.6. There's not much to say. It was a pathetic showing on both ends. We had guys we could have played on our bench that won it, and two teams that really shit the bed this weekend. And then enough of that. Let's just move right on to another close game. Mattered somewhat. Zach, I'm going to have you take Hammer of Thor's victory over Had to Tell Her Twice, 95 to 93.3.
Well, I'm playing Had to Play or Tell Her Twice this week, so it's good to see that he can be defeated. Unfortunately, it was by someone in my division, so I've got mixed feelings about it. But good win, Chris. And Lee, you're going down this week, Paya, again.
Well, thank you for jerking Chris off for a moment. Let's go ahead and move to the last game, and that is the old first place, last place game. Couldn't have turned out better for myself. Caitlyn Jenner's Balls goes ahead and takes it 109.6 to 88.6 over the champ WJ69ers. What are your thoughts, Billy?
Well, hell of a game. Hell of a game. Chris, great job. You have finally started to win in this league. That's
a game.
Very surprising to everyone. But you posted a good score. Bass, you're strong. You're solid. You got beat. A little bit embarrassing. I don't think you even scored as much as I did in my loss, so super embarrassing. But your new wife is pretty good looking, so you win.
Fair enough. So that's the review. It was a pretty crazy week if people followed it. I know I always do, and so congrats to the winners and, oh well to the losers since I wasn't one finally. Top scorer this week for back-to-back weeks is old Zach Douglas over there. He's diving some muff into $40 one now. So good job, Zach.
Thank you.
Also, a new bad beat leader, and this I would not be surprised is going to be probably the winner, and he won it last year. John Giorgio in the loss, 140.1 points. So
yeah, score some points, Fag.
Yeah, so good job there. That's going to be tough to beat that. It could happen, but that's a pretty decent one. So congrats, guys. Also, we got to go the badass and dumbass route. Now, I kind of just did this myself. I didn't really discuss ahead with Zach or anything, but looking through it, I think that basically the same thing was both, or the same player at least. The badass move of the week, I don't know who saw it, but John Giorgio traded Lee. He sent Lee Matt Ryan and got Russell Wilson and Chris Thompson in return. I thought Lee got fleeced pretty good, and
Russell Wilson's gay.
Russell Wilson also went off for like 34 points, and
yeah.
Chris Thompson, so it went like for 25. So that was a great move, I thought, making an already good team deeper, which is a little scary. But so badass move of the week goes to John Giorgio for that trade. But on that same note, dumbass move of the week goes to John Giorgio for not playing Russell Wilson or Chris Thompson. Playing either of those guys would have defeated Zach, got him the high scorer of the week, and just been the great move. So congratulations, you badassly made a dumbass move.
Well, it would have also kept his team undefeated. So
yes, would have kept. Yep, he would have been the lone undefeated team instead of Zachariah. So whatever is what it is. But in the end, it's a good move. But yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting.
Well, I appreciate the gesture.
So going over the standings now. Once again, the standings will be posted with a link to the Downcast here in just a little bit. But week 3 standings in the perfectly named Champions League, Leonidas Kings has taken over the division lead at 2-1, followed by Caitlyn Jenner's Balls at 1.5 and 2, and the champ WJ69ers at 1.5 and 2. In the Fuck Damon division, we have the Peppers of Justice 3.5 and 1, the notorious Connor Bulge 2.5 and 2, and Senior Hobo Suck Cheese 1.5 and 2. In the Fuck You division, we have the only undefeated team remaining, Southwest Muff Divers at 4 and 0, the Hammer of Thor at 2.5 and 1, and our guest Sunday Morning Boner at 1.5 and 2. And in the white power,
where I want him.
In the white power division, who is going to be super excited about our previous talk about white guys not screwing up, getting in the end zone. We have Snatchville Lubricator, 3.5 and 1. Had to Tell Her Twice, 1.5 and 2. And Tebow Goes Yard, 1.5 and 2. So no, every team's won a game now 3 weeks in, and only one team's undefeated. Pretty similar to how the NFL is looking with only 2 undefeated teams. So that's pretty cool. So standings are looking good. Any thoughts on standings there, Billy?
Just a bunch of weak-ass teams. I fear none of you, and I'm probably going to win a bunch.
All right. No. What about you there?
I kind of like how it matches my GPA in high school.
Was it?
Yep.
Special ed or?
No, I mean, it was 4.0 for like the first week.
Congratulations, you did it. All games start as a tie. Everybody has a chance on kickoff. We have no waivers to go over because we're recording this on Tuesday. So, put your waivers in, your claims in. Hopefully nobody gets the players I want, but good luck to you all. Billy, I know you're a big fan of the auction waivers. You were part of the reason in Devin's League why I learned this. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, let's talk about really quickly that DeMarco Murray is on the trade block. So if anyone's interested in him,
he's going to be off. I'm going to make a trade.
It's going to need to be a good trade. But I'm just saying, if you need a receiver, just want to throw that out there. DeMarco Murray looking to offload. If you want him, send offers my way. What was your question?
Fire sell on Billy's shitty team is what I'm hearing. So, yeah, well, all right. I want him, but we'll see. I guess that's smart.
Oh, my shitty team filled with players that Damon wants.
All right. Well, let's preview week 4 now. We've had a lot of fun so far, but we don't want to go on too long, especially, I'm sure we're hitting time. I once again didn't set a timer, but it's all right. We're having fun. So preview week 4. We'll preview the games and make the picks. I've decided that my game against Brad is going to be game of the week. We are both division leaders. Granted, my division might be a little weak. That's all right. You just got to win that division to get to the playoffs. So that first game is Peppers of Justice at the Leonidas Kings. The projections have me down 6, but waivers haven't gone through, so it's going to be a close one. I mean, my team has shit the bed 2 out of 3 weeks and barely hit 100 once. So if I wasn't me, I would probably pick Brad, but since I can't, I will pick myself for the victory. How about you to my left? Who do you take?
Between you and who? Brad?
Yeah.
Please hold. Yeah. Depends. You make a trade with me, you've got a chance. As it stands right now, Brad's probably going to fuck you up. Nice job, Brad. Congrats. Nice win, dude.
Well, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm looking at what's on the bench. And I'm going to have to go with Leonidas Kings for this week.
How does Damon's dick taste, Zach? It tastes pretty good?
Yeah, it does.
Meaty. They say. All right, well, thank you. 2 out of 3. I sure hope I win. Pray to holy God I win. Next game we have Senor Hobo Dick Cheese and the champ WJ69ers. Currently, Senor Hobo Dick Cheese is projected to win by a point. Billy, what do you think? Look over this game. Tell us what you think and who you think's going to win.
Okay, so WJ69ers is playing Derek Carr. He wears makeup.
It was terrible last week.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. Ben Roethlisberger coming off of a loss to my Chicago Bears. He's going to come out fired up. Emmanuel Sanders, blue balls. He'll come out fired up. Jarvis Landry, fuck him. Fuck most of these players. This is going to be an awful and boring game to watch, but I'm going to say Hobo Dick Cheese gets it done.
It's such a close game. It's so close to call between those. So I'm going to be a nigger and take a knee.
All right, well, let's try to recover from that for a second. I if Dick Cheese plays Prescott and doesn't play Roethlisberger, I say he wins. If Roethlisberger stays in, I'm going to go with the champ. All right, Zach, our next game you're going to take here is last place against the notorious Connor Bulge. It's projected Bulge wins 104 to 102. What do you got?
Well, even if your brother was projected to win, just going off of past weeks, years, months, he's going to lose. So I'm going to have to give it to the Bulge.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree, mainly because the Raiders' offensive players just get. I think they can beat Denver, but they get brutalized as far as fantasy goes, so it's not going to be good. All right, Billy, what about you?
Really close game. I like Caitlyn Jenner's balls in my mouth. Devin's been playing well. I think that will probably come down. Gurley. So here's what you know what is too close to call. I'm gonna be a cop and I'm gonna needlessly shoot a nigger when he doesn't need to die on this one.
I don't get that though. Who are you taking?
I'm taking the opposite of a knee. I'm not picking.
Oh.
I'm going to shoot black people instead. Needlessly.
You're staying in the tunnel? You fuck.
Yeah. I'm staying in the fucking tunnel on this one.
All right. The next game we have Hammer of Thor versus Tebow Goes Yard. Hammer of Thor is projected to win 110-104. I'm going to take this one so that way Zach and Billy can get their own games. Bill is going to play Jordan Howard, and then he's probably going to do terrible because he just has a curse. But, his team showed that they can put some points up last week. And Jay's kind of playing like the little bitch, and Henry. I don't know. I'm going to take Bill in this game. Bill by a yard or 0.1 points.
I'm going to have to go with Snatchville. There's no reason.
Snatchville's not playing in this game, Dip. It's Bill.
Which
it's
one?
Bill Senior and the Hammer.
Hey, take another knee, America lover.
Hey, why don't you come out by yourself and salute the
Don't try it on me, or you, whichever one's funnier.
So I'm gonna go for Bill. I can't go for the guy that's in my division. I want him to lose.
Which one's in his division? I'm in your division, dude.
Hammer of Thor.
Oh, okay. All right. Here's the thing. Ajayi blows dick. I have him in another league, and I hate him. Stephon Diggs is badass. May go off for 60. I don't know. My dad has some players that I think he can put together a lineup that's going to beat Hammer of Thor. I'm going to go with me Papa defeating Hammer of Gay.
All right. All around Bills here.
Nice job, Dad.
All right. So next game, we're going to do the Snatchville Lubricator at Sunday Morning Boner. Snatchville Lubricator projected to win 120-101. Billy, go ahead. Let's hear what your thoughts are on your big underdog game you got here.
Yeah, Kareem, my Cahunt, what is it?
Kareem and the cunt.
Okay.
He's going to do it again probably. He's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, Snatchville is projected to win. Good job. Projections don't mean dick.
Correct.
Odell Beckham Jr. is gay.
And amazing.
And pees like a dog and thinks it's cool. It's not. Pretty much your entire team. You should play Brandon Marshall. And definitely play Derrick Henry again, which, by the way, it looks like you swapped out already during this podcast. Smart move. You're going to lose. I don't know how, but I'll put something together and also fuck off.
So you're taking yourself?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
What else do you want from me?
I was waiting for Zach to jump in. We had a nice rotation plan. But anyway, I'll take I mean, I'm going to go with Snatchville Lubricator. He's just his team's too good. As much as I hate to say it.
And like I was saying, the last one, because I got confused. It's not by mistake that you're putting up that many points. He hasn't been getting flukes. He's definitely the team to beat.
Hey, Zach, how does John Giorgio's dick taste?
Not nearly as meaty as Damon's.
Which one's meatier, Damon's or John Giorgio's?
Kind of tastes like Damon's ass. It hasn't been.
Nice.
That makes
Perfect
sense.
answer.
Strong.
Win. Game over. Mic drop. He's out of here. All right, Zach, last game is your game against Lee. Had Southwest Muff Divers at home against Had to Tell Her Twice. Had to Tell Her Twice projected to win 117 to 111. What do you got?
Nah, I'm winning this one. Fuck you, Lee.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and not pick against you either. As much as I want to see everybody ahead of me lose, I'll take you in.
Well, thank you.
All right, let's see here. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, you're fucked, Zach. Having tasted Lee's dick, he's going to fuck you up. He's got too much firepower on this team.
I know he's got a good team. He's like a resting giant.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, you're resting on Crabtree. He's either going to get you 1 or 20. This week, he'll get you 1.
Oh, 1 for sure, if he even plays.
Who else do you even have? You don't have – no. Yeah, no. Yeah, in fact, you're going to start losing a bunch. No offense.
He's thin. That's what I said.
You're off to a great start. Props to you. 4 weeks from now, you're going to be a 500 team. Or 3 weeks, or however many weeks.
He's 4-0, so he's going to take 4.
Is he 4-0?
He'd have to lose
That's
4
right.
straight.
Yeah,
and not get a half win. He's in good position.
Yeah, you're in good position for right now, but yeah, it starts here. This is the beginning of your decline. Lee, congratulations. Strong performance this week. Nice victory. Lock it up.
All right.
How does dick taste? Oh.
So good, dude. So good.
Perfect. Well, that brings us to an end on everything. Now we just got to play a little shit talk to the opponent. So, Zach, since it's kind of a perfect segue into some shit talk for you because you're first to go. What do you got to say to Lee?
Fucking tard farmer, you're going the fuck down.
What's a tard farmer?
Ask Lee.
Oh, okay. Tasty dick.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
Is that it? You're just always short and sweet on those shit talks, I guess, huh?
There's not a whole lot to say. I'm undefeated. I feel like I'm punching down.
All right. Billy, you're next. You got to battle with the Snatchville Lubricator, John Giorgio.
Yeah, so, John, you've got a surprisingly good team considering how fucking dreadfully terrible you were last year. Similar to Chris, but, the fantasy gods are going to – they like me better. Like, I think that's what it comes down to. Some way, shape, or form, I'm going to outperform you and beat you. No offense. Like, actually, no – I don't even want to shit talk you. I feel bad for you. You'll get them next week, though.
All right. And Brad, since we are filming this on Tuesday, I must say happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great one. All your dreams come true, and it's just a wonderful day, and it's something you cherish and can look back on when you get brutally beaten by a team that can barely hit 100 week in and 1 out of 3 weeks. So that's going to make it hurt extra bad. So just remember today as your tears are flowing. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Thanks so much. Thank you, Billy, for stopping by. We appreciate you.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks, Zach, as always. And then we'll be back next week. We'll see. I don't know who we'll have next week, but it should be fun. And, good luck this weekend to everybody but Brad.
したい